what are ways in which philanthropy can be or is learning, and what are ways in which we can do better to support the essential work that you do and the essential work of all those that you represent?
Well, one thing that comes to mind immediately is just when we think about the level of challenges facing our country, challenges and opportunities. There is literally no way that we can meet that challenge as isolated sectors. Philanthropy over here, government over here, civil society, nonprofits over there. We actually really do need to come together at the level of strategy to think about how we leverage the capacities and the resources across and the value, the assets across all of our fields to achieve equity and opportunity in this next phase, to win the future we deserve, frankly. And so I think we've been a little bit just too disjointed, I think, in the past. And there needs to be a greater level of partnership and strategic partnership that enables transformation, right? I think too often we are used to thinking tactically and transactionally about how we get from A to B. And I think I'm an organizer, so I'm partial to building relationship because I do believe that it's in the context of a real relationship that the most creative and impactful ideas are generated. So I would encourage a deeper level of relationship building across these different fields, leveraging what philanthropy brings to the table, but really helping us all work together to solve for the challenges of our time and around our shared values and goals, which are many, I believe. And I think adaptivity is really important. So the idea that we can be adaptive to changing conditions. I think the last 4 years were a little bit of kind of constant whiplash. um, and things are changing by the minute now. And so for philanthropy to think about how to create support for the field of nonprofits to adapt and pivot to rapidly changing conditions, to create resources, not just for rapid response, but flexible resources that can be redirected as things needs change and opportunities open up. I think that that's also very, very important.
Ai-jen, thank you. That's an incredibly helpful frame, and one that we will absolutely take to heart as we move forward as MacArthur Foundation. And hopefully those who have listened to this interview will as well. And I think one thing that I hear is reminds me of this idea that we have come to a place in our history in this country and in the world that is not equitable or inclusive. And therefore we have to ask ourselves, what have we done in the past? And how do we do it better this time? How do we bring ourselves through this period of change into a better world? And I think that means creating new networks and new partnerships and accepting that we haven't made some of those connections or those coalitions. We haven't organized as well as we could, but that the opportunity, of course, is there. And I take great hope from your example and the work of your broader team and your network. And you mentioned creative and inspiring people and networks. That is exactly what MacArthur Foundation said when it awarded you a fellowship, that you were exactly that. And we continue to take inspiration and believe in and invest in your creativity going forward, and hope to be a great partner and friend as we go forward. Ai-jen, thank you so much for this time. We're really grateful.
Thank you for having me. It's been great to talk.